During Legal Tech 2022, I was attending a panel that was moderated by Matthew. And one of the interesting things Matthew said is that e-discovery software has pretty much matured. It doesn't matter what software you use right now, they're all good enough and you will get good results. And so that made me think, is that true? And I decided to grab a camera and see maybe we can do some thinking together. So on one hand, I do agree with Matthew. Yes, e-discovery software generally matured. Right? We've been extracting data, tiffing, and doing this stuff for years, and I think everyone has figured out how to do it. Right? You go through the normal process, you extract, you pull metadata, you tiff for text, you index, you do all those things. And because of that, there is really no major difference. If you use software A or software B, you can still get through your processing, review, and production. Now, technical details of getting data loaded and creating productions vary more between applications than I would say a reviewer experience. We have all the software pretty much has the interface where you get to see your native, you get to see your text, you get your checkboxes, responsive, non-responsive, you get your searching. So in that case, yeah, I would agree that software has matured and we can get good results no matter with what software we use. Now, on the other hand, I think different software still processes data differently. There are different text extraction methods, right? There's different software that used to get text out of those emails and native files. There's also different logic that's applied, especially when it relates to like headers and footers and things like that. And there's still a variety of supported file types. Not all software supports all the same file types. So your actual results of processing are going to be different between different software applications. What I think is happening is it's more than the software matured. It's really, we just got tired of looking at processing with a magnifying glass and examining every little aspect of it. That's what we used to do in the beginning. We would look at it and see how is it extracting zip files. Does it put zip file name, then question mark, then the actual file name inside, or does it do something else, right? We kind of stopped doing it because we realized some of it doesn't really matter. And we decided to focus on other things like review and, more importantly, analytics, the presentation of the data, because that's really what sells all the software, right? So we kind of figured, okay, processing is good enough. Yes, it's going to be different. No, it's probably not going to be perfect. But let's just leave it alone and let's concentrate on presenting the documents in a cool ways and give users tools to use analytics to find their documents quicker. And then there are those who are chasing perfection. And I think they have realized they will not get there. There is no such thing as perfect processing. There are going to be variations. And they've kind of accepted sort of you get what you get results. And that can be more true when looking at how Microsoft does e-discovery. I looked at their exports and I look at their exceptions or items that couldn't be indexed. And the exception list is huge and there's so much data in there that looks like it's absolutely fine and there is no reason to put it in the exception. But for whatever reason, they kind of kicked it out into the exception report, into the unsearchable category, and everyone seemed to be fine with it for whatever reason. So did e-discovery software mature? Yes. It pretty much doesn't matter which software you're going to use. Is all the software the same? No. There's still variations in how data is processed, how text is extracted, indexed, and so on. So unless you have something specific, like maybe you have a lot of EMLX files or some kind of unusual file types, it pretty much doesn't matter where you're going to be processing and reviewing it in. And if you have some unusual file types, then you definitely want to check for compatible file types for the software you're using. Anyway, let me know your comments and thoughts. Do you think the e-discovery software matured? Or do you still prefer a specific one and you absolutely swear by that because it is better than anything else? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next video.